Hey kids! Oops! I suppose I have disturbed you in middle of your work. You might be busy in the work that was given to you yesterday, struggling with the word meanings of the chapter. Or I guess, struggling with the question answers. Some of you might be enjoying and some of you might be facing both the things, struggling with the word meanings as well as the question answers. So let me assist you all. Welcome back to the class and I will assist you with the work that you were given. So that means today we will be again revising the difficult words that we came across our chapter, both the parts together, part 1 as well as part 2 of unit 8. I hope all of you know the name of our both parts. So tell me the names of both the parts. Exactly. That means you all might have read the chapter. And both the parts, I suppose. You have read the chapter completely. So part 1 talks about Santosh Yadav and part 2 talks about Maria Sharapova. Very good. So let's begin with discussion of our word meanings. But before that, as you all know, the title Reach for the Top. So I suppose that I should give you a few idioms related to the word top. Reach for the top means to the height. So when we feel that we are at the top of something, what are the idioms to express that feeling? So first we will start with the idioms. So the first idiom is in the seventh heaven. The first idiom that I am providing you is in the seventh heaven. Let me write it again. In the seventh heaven. The another one that can be used is a dog with two tails. A dog with two tails. Everyone knows that when a dog is happy or he sees something good coming towards him, he starts waving his tail. That means waving of tail is an expression of happiness for the dog. So what if the dog is having two tails? That means he is extremely happy to the greatest extent. And if we talk about heaven, everyone knows there is peace all around. No worries, nothing. You will get everything in enough quantity. You enjoy in heaven. We always hear people saying that if you will do good deeds, you will go in heaven after your death. In the afterworld, you will be in heaven. But if you are doing bad deeds, then you will be in the hell. Exactly. So heaven, again, something rewarding. And when something is rewarding, we are always happy. Clear? So the another idiom is on the cloud 9. It is on the cloud 9. All the three idioms tell us the same thing. And one more you can use is on the top of the world. Means above everything, and when you are above everything means you are extremely happy. So these four idioms express happiness, extreme happiness. When you can't express yourself, you are happy to the extent that sometimes your eyes might even start to tear, means tears might come out of your eyes out of happiness. So that happiness, the expression of that happiness can be conveyed through these four idioms. Let me repeat. On the top of the world, like I can say, when I stood first in the district, or when I topped my examinations, I was on the top of the world. When I stood first, or you can say when I topped my examination, let me write for you. Exam First we will write exam and then we will write ination. Examination. We are having syllables in this. So we will write, how we will pronounce it? Examination. Examination. Clear? So when we want to express our extreme happiness, we can use these 4 idioms. I have provided you the usage of one of the idioms. What you have to do is make a sentence of your own using these 3 idioms. The remaining are, in the 7th heaven, a dog with 2 tails, and on the cloud 9. I hope that much is clear to everyone. So shall we continue? We will discuss some difficult words which I have picked from the chapter. So let's continue. So the first word that we will be taking is, I'll tell you a sentence, you will, and I will also tell you the word, but the meaning you are to tell. What is the meaning that you can make out from the usage of the sentence? Clear? Suppose you are walking in a street, okay, and you see a boy. You are walking in a street, you see a boy. He has fear of dogs. Means he is really very afraid of dogs. And he sees a dog approaching. The dog is approaching, and seeing that the boy, one can notice fear on his face, on the face of that boy. What the boy does, he scaled the wall. He scaled the wall. The word I used is, he scaled the wall. On seeing the dog approaching, the boy scaled the wall. Clear? I hope the sentence is clear to everyone. So we are having the boy scaled the wall. When you see something is approaching to you, what do? You try to reach to a height which is higher than that thing approaching. Like if something is of this much height and you have fear of this, you want to go away from it. So if you will move back, it will approach you again. The best option is what? You reach to a higher place than that thing. So, and that place should be such that the other thing can't reach you. Clear? When the boy scaled the wall, now the dog is of small size. He can't climb the wall. I myself have told you the meaning. Scale means climb. So the dog can't climb the wall, but the boy had scaled the wall. So the meaning of scaled we get is climbed. Let me give you one more sentence. Suppose you are having a very dear friend of yours and you want to meet your friend, but you don't want that your parents or his parents should come to know about that, about your meeting your friend. So what you will do? You will scale the wall to meet your friend, because you can't go through the door. If you will go through the door, everyone will notice you. The only option with you is that you scale the wall. That means you climb the wall, jump to the other side and meet your friend. So here we have the meaning of scaled is climbed. I hope the first word is clear to each and everyone. Do a sentence of on the top of the word. The sentence was, when I stood first, or when I topped my examination, I was on the top of the world. That was the sentence. Now, I'll connect this thing with our second word. When you are really happy, what is the expression on your face? First is of happiness and the second, it is of contentment. It is of contentment. The another sentence that we can have is, when the results were announced, listen very carefully everyone, when the results were announced, I could see the expression of perfect contentment on my parents' face. I could see an expression of perfect contentment, means it is a facial expression, perfect contentment on my parents' face. So contentment we get to know is satisfaction. How do you get satisfaction? Suppose you have attempted your PT. You have not attempted it completely. You have missed a question of 5 marks. That means you have attempted your PT of 20 marks. Clear? And when your PT is checked and you scored 20 marks. You have attempted of 20 marks. You scored 20 marks, means the teacher marked 20 on your PT after checking it. What you will say? Thank God. How much? The test of how many marks I have attempted, I got that much. That is satisfaction. Means you had attempted of 20, you wanted that how much I have attempted, at least I should get that. Or you can say like you have worked hard for something. Clear? You have made a project and you are really anxious, you are worried. Means you are not able to make it out whether the project will be liked by the teacher or not. Clear? You are having doubts. You are not having clarity. But the teacher says that it is the perfect project I could have seen. I could have expected from you. What you will say? Thank God my hard work has not gone as a waste. Clear? That thing, the feeling that you have experienced at that point of time is called satisfaction, or you can say contentment. I hope it is clear. Contentment is something that you can experience on the face of a person when he is satisfied, means when he doesn't want anything else, when he doesn't want anything more. Suppose you would have attempted for 25 marks, you are awarded 21. What you will want? What you will say to your teacher? Give at least half marks. Give at least 1 mark. Do something, ma'am, at least something. You do this way, that means you are not satisfied. You are wanting something more. But when you have attempted of 20 and you got 20, you don't want anything else because you only have attempted of 20. Though some of you say that ma'am, at least 1 mark for writing. That is also not satisfaction. Satisfaction is when you got something and you don't want anything more than that. So that is contentment or satisfaction. So now we will move on to our third word. So our third word is affluent. It is affluent. Now many of you might have watched some movies of 80s or 90s. You might have seen people smoking cigar. At that point of time, smoking cigar or cigarette was an icon of eliteness. Means something, if someone is smoking, it was considered that that person is affluent. It was considered that that person is affluent. So I'll frame a sentence for you. Earlier, smoking was a symbol of affluency, or we can say affluent people smoked earlier, but nowadays smoking is common in commoners as well. Clear? That means I am talking of affluent people, or if you can even say Lamborghini can be owned by an affluent person. Lamborghini can be owned by an affluent person. Here I have used the word owned. Own means to have, and it is past form of own. Lamborghini can be owned by and affluent person. Clear? That means meaning of affluent is, everyone knows Lamborghini is not that cheap. It is too expensive for a common person. So what would affluent means? Everyone, yes, what would affluent means? It would mean being wealthy, owning wealth. So I hope meaning of affluent is clear to each and everyone. Means they are wealthy people. Wealthy. I hope it is clear to everyone. So now let's move on to our next word. So let's come to the fourth word, and our fourth word is bestowed. B-E-S-T-O-W-E-D. Now, suppose you have won a prize in some inter-school competition. Clear? I hope the meaning of inter and intra is clear to each and every one. One is inter and another one is intra. If I talk of intra, we'll take with reference to school. Intra-school, if I am saying, that means the competition will be organized among the students of one particular school. Clear? Among the students of one particular school. But if I talk about inter-school competition, that means the competition will be organized among the students of different schools. Clear? There will be some students who will be representing their own school, and then there will be competition among all those students. So here we have, suppose you have won a prize in inter-school competition where many schools have participated. When you return to your school, you are bestowed an honorary certificate. You are bestowed an honorary certificate. You are bestowed an honorary certificate. So what is the meaning of bestowed? Means you are awarded, you are presented. So here we will write awarded. I hope it is clear to each and everyone. You are bestowed an honorary certificate. Clear? So let's move on to our next word, and our next word is fervent. So let me provide you a sentence. His fervent love for her. Suppose there are a boy and a girl, and the boy is having fervent love for the girl, and so he gets her name tattooed on his hand. So his fervent love for her, because of his fervent love for her, he gets her name tattooed on his hand. So we have the word fervent. Another sentence I'll provide you. Think over it. What is the meaning of fervent? So he has, or everyone has, a fervent hope of getting a cure of COVID-19. Fervent hope. Fervent love. That means something is related to feelings. Clear? Something is related to feelings. So we can write strong feelings also. Strong feelings of something, or we can write zeal or passionate. Clear? Passionate. It is feeling that one has, a strong feeling of love. It can be, one can have strong hopes, one can be passionately wanting something. Clear? So the next word that we will be having is a phrasal verb. and it is packed off. Suppose a husband and wife had a fight. Clear? They had a fight, or they had a in argument they crossed their limits. Clear? So according to that, when they, after having the argument, what did the boy do, or what did the man do? He packed his wife off to her to her parents' house. He packed his wife off to her parents. Packed, everyone knows. To pack your bags means arrange everything, gather something in your one bag. And off everyone means separation. Clear? Fell off means, if I say this marker fell off my hand, that means it has separated from my hand and it has fallen down. Similarly, if I am saying packed off, the wife was staying with her husband. Now she is off to her parents. That means she is going. That means to leave for to send someone to another place. Send someone to live at other place. To live at another place. When summer vacations comes, what do you all do? When summer vacations come, what do you all do? You say that send us to our maternal uncle's house, send us to our aunt's house. Clear? You all have plans. And one day what happened? Your mother herself packed you off to your maternal uncle's house. She sent you to live with your maternal uncle at his house. So packed off means to send someone to stay at some other place. I hope it is clear to everyone. So our next word is poised. It is poised. Don't mix it with poison. It is poised. Suppose you are given time that at 9 your exam will start. Clear? You have to start to write your exam at sharp 9, and you are given your answer sheets, your question paper, everything is set. So you will poise your pencil or pen over the paper. You will poise your pen or pencil over the paper. That means you will hold it with proper balance. Because if it slips, your answer sheet might be marked with the pen itself when something drops, and if it is open, it will surely leave a mark on the place where it will fall. So you will hold your pen firmly, or you can say in a balanced way, in an equilibrium. So here we mean to say balanced or equilibrium. Clear, everyone? So our next word that we will be discussing is disarming. All of you must be having your siblings who are younger to you, and you all might have come across, must have come across kids who are of 5 to 6 years. It can be of 2 years, 3 years, 4, 5 or 6. And you are somehow angry. But when you see a baby smiling, whether you want or not want, a smile reflects on your face as well. A smile reflects on your face as well. So what I will say, seeing the child's disarming smile. Seeing the child's disarming smile, he couldn't hold himself and he smiled back. The child's smile was so disarming that she couldn't help smiling back. Couldn't help. Here I have used couldn't help, or you can say can't help as well. That means can't stop yourself. Like I can't help eating this food means I will eat this food. I can't stop myself. So couldn't help or can't help. Help means you have no control over self and you will somehow do that thing. So disarming here means likable. Something that is liked by everyone. I hope it is clear to each and everyone. Disarming means likable. Our next word and probably our last word in this series is unwavering. Unwavering. Everyone knows what are waves. In river or in ocean or in sea, you might have seen water coming in heights and flowing over this in waves, in layers. That means waves are in motion. But I have used the word un. Most of you might be knowing that un is used to tell opposite of the word before which it is used. That means if wave means motion, unwavering means something that is firm. Something that is firm, which is strong. So here we will be having a sentence, our resolution. Suppose you have made a resolution on New Year's Eve and you have decided whatever may come, I have to achieve this. I have to achieve my objective. So what you will say? Our resolution to achieve our objective. Our resolution to achieve our objective. Resolution. A promise made. A promise that you have made to yourself. Our resolution to achieve our objective. Objective means motive or aim that you have decided for you. A short-term aim. Clear? Our resolution to achieve our objective is unwavering. It is unwavering. That means it is strong. You are not in any position of letting that go. So it is strong, your part. So I hope this portion of the video is clear to each and everyone.